Hello and welcome to News Centre. I'm Parikshit Luthra. The buzz around Kamal Nath cozying up to the BJP just ahead of the general elections comes as yet another hurdle for the Congress as it scrambles to keep the India alliance intact. A veteran Congress leader, Kamal Nath, represents Chindwara Lok Sabha constituency 9 times and handled multiple portfolios including commerce and parliamentary affairs during the UPA years. A crisis man for the Congress over the years, Kamal Nath is known to have a large following in Madhya Pradesh, even served as the Chief Minister for 15 months after Congress unseated the BJP in 2018 after close to 2 decades. So what created the buzz? Nakul Nath, who is a Chindwara MP and holds the distinction of being the only Congress MP from Madhya Pradesh in the Lok Sabha, removed the reference to Congress on his ex-bio. There are also reports that Kamal Nath is upset about him being removed from the post of Madhya Pradesh Congress chief after the party's defeat in the assembly elections. He's yet to speak on the rumours. However, the current Madhya Pradesh Congress president Jeetu Patwari said that Kamal Nath is not joining the BJP. Patwari told news agency PTI that Nath has told him that he was a congressman and will remain in the Congress. Joining us now to take the discussion forward is Pankaj Sharma, who served as a media advisor to Kamal Nath when he was Chief Minister, Neerja Chowdhury and Ratan, Sharda, political analyst. Thank you very much for joining us. Pankaj Sharma, if I can begin with you, what do you think has led to all these rumours? These have not been denied by Kamal Nath himself, but there have been reports over the last few months that he has been upset with the manner in which the Congress party has treated him, especially after the debacle in Madhya Pradesh.
See, these are the days when BJP's disinformation is spreading wing has to be overactive because elections are nearing day by day and the party with different chal charitra and chehra is so keen to show its real chal charitra and chehra. No one is doing. I don't think Kamal Nath ji will ever leave Congress. He has denied his this rumor himself or not is a different thing, but he is not going. Rest assured. Do you think BJP can give him the respect he commands in the Congress party? And after all, why will he even think of leaving Congress? He has been one of them for last 45, 46 years who are running the party, deciding all its major policies, programs, and taking important day-to-day decisions. So in BJP, no other than Narendra Bhai Modi is in a position to forget, decide, even suggest for anything. Ministers are irrelevant in BJP. Senior leaders are insignificant in BJP. Tell me one good reason that why a person of Kamal Nath's stature will choose to do a harakiri by joining a steel-walled political prison, leaving a liberal, exclusive, democratic political lounge. So it's all these rumors have no meaning.
Mr. Sharma, tell me something. Why would he not go on record to clear this rumor, the speculation himself? And are you also denying the fact that he is not upset at being ignored for a Rajya Sabha seat, being removed as the party president for Madhya Pradesh?
He never expected or he never demanded a Rajya Sabha seat. 1. 2, he was never removed from PCC chief's post. He himself offered his resignation after the debacle of the Congress party in Madhya Pradesh. He told the leadership that this is the time when the state leadership should be given to some young person. So where is the question of why would he be upset? He was running the show in Madhya Pradesh for quite some time. He has been a minister in the center for a long period. He is a 9-time member of parliament from Chindwara. He has enjoyed all the powers. Nothing of that sort.
All right, let me go across to Ratan, Sharda at this stage. Ratan, Sharda, how do you see these reports? Even though this may eventually not happen, we've heard of no confirmation right now. Kamal Nath has not commented on it or denied it for that matter, but those close to him, as Mr. Pankaj Sharma is, are saying that this is baseless. Having said that, all these rumours, speculation, how do you think this is going to impact the mood of the Congress party right now? And a loss of people like Kamal Nath, how could it affect the Congress party?
Well, Parikshit, I will not just focus on Kamal Nath. I will look at the larger picture. let us accept that the Indian politics is right now in a huge churn. On one side, BJP on the ascendance, its policies are being appreciated, its area of influence is increasing every day. While on the other side, we have Congress party, which is totally rudderless, where the traditional Congress people are feeling suffocated because of very strange, loony left ideas like opposing Hindus and going to any extent for minority appeasement, insulting Hindus, Sanatan Dharma, and all that, these policies going on, plus total lack of any alternative policy that would make the leader stick. So if you meet any traditional congressman, you will find him generally very uncomfortable because he believes this is not the Congress that he has worked for 40 years, 50 years. So let us say even Nitish Kumar said, I will never go to BJP. He turned around, he left the India Alliance. Then we have Milind Devra, nearly two generations of services to the party, and he left. There is also rumor about other leaders. You look at Jitan Prasad. Have they not got their due in the BJP? They have got. So they know they will get Jyotiraj Scindia. He got his due in BJP. So at least they feel they can do something. But in Congress, they see no future. Not because of power, because they see nothing left of Congress, rudderless leadership. And you talk of Kamal Nath being asked to resign after he lost. Did Rahul Gandhi go back from his leadership when he lost 37, 38, I don't know, countless, elections? He did not. So let us admit that Congress is clueless. Congress is being treated like second class, third class citizen by regional parties. And that is the problem. Kamal Nath, who never lost one election, even the huge BJP waves, why he should be quiet? Why his son should be quiet? Why he should remove his name, the Congress from his name? That is something that these people have to ponder about. Have they lost just one leader or two leaders? They have lost a series of leaders. Even hardcore Congress people, even for example, Ashok, in Mumbai, in Maharashtra. So there is serious dirt. They have to look inward. Mr. Congress journalists or Congress supporters and keep on blaming BJP, but they have to look inside. Why are these leaders who never lost Congress in 10 years of being out of power, why they're suddenly finding difficult, so uncomfortable in that party? That is the question.
All right. We would also like to ask our panelists about major political developments that have happened over the weekend. One, of course, was the BJP National Convention, where the parliamentary board was authorized. There was an amendment to the party constitution allowing the parliamentary board to choose and appoint a president during emergency situations. Also, the Prime Minister said that they now need to be prepared to take the tally in the Lok Sabha beyond 400. Mr. Sharda, give us a sense of the direction, the major campaign pitch of the BJP over the next 100 days, because the Prime Minister has said that the next 100 days are very crucial for party workers.
See, where does BJP lack? Let me be honest. BJP lacks in communication. The biggest communicator is Modi ji. But beyond that, even the best of the works are not going direct to the people. So Modi's pitch is that let all the good work reach to the last person in the country, and let them understand what has been done for them. So this communication is very important for coming 100 days. And see, he has given a vision. No prime minister, no leader of any party for years ever gave a vision of 25 years, of 50 years, of 100 years. So that is a huge change. He says when this is a decisive turn of history that next 100 years are very important for coming 1,000 years of India and for 2047 target set up. Did any party leader, any other prime minister give this kind of vision? So the vision has to reach to the people. That is the message he has given. I think that this particular meeting was very energetic, and the workers got the message, and that is what Modi ji wanted. So I think the purpose was to inject that kind of energy which he himself carries, and that will go to the people, and that is how they'll win the election. Because Modi ji is supreme leader, the most popular leader, ultimately voters to go out. That is the message.
So, Pankaj Sharma, let me come to you and ask you about the National Convention and also the Bharat Jodo Yatra of Rahul Gandhi, which is on right now. We've seen the likes of Mamata Banerjee, of Akhilesh Yadav staying away from it for the moment. Do you think Rahul Gandhi needs to do more in terms of taking the opposition along with him, keeping his own party leaders, senior most leaders, party veterans with him while he moves along his campaign? Nyaya Yatra.
Bharat Jodo Nyaya Yatra is a very important step, and Rahulji is doing it in a very serious way. I would agree that some aspects of the internal affairs of the Congress party should also be taken care of, and Rahulji should work little more hard to keep India alliance intact and talk to its leaders. But if you are saying that Akhilesh is not joining, Akhilesh has said that I'll join. I'll join Bharat Jodo Nyaya Yatra because these people are busy in finding out some seat sharing formula. Once it is over, all others will join. Mamata Banerjee also is not against Bharat Jodo Nyaya Yatra. Everyone is with Rahul Gandhi in Bharat Jodo Nyaya Yatra. All sentiments of all these leaders are perfectly with Rahul Gandhi ji, and you will see that in next week, all this would be smooth. Even in India Alliance, if there are certain problems, they'll be solved.
But I would also like to come back to leaders like Kamal Nath. Do you feel that there is a communication gap between leaders like him and Rahul Gandhi at this juncture? Do you feel he needs to reach out to some of the senior most veterans in the party? After all, look at what's happening. The likes of Milind Deora, RPN Singh, Jitendra Prasada, they've all been leaving the Congress party. Jyotiraditya Scindia as well.
See, if you have a greed of power and you want to go to some other party, forgetting all your ideological commitments, then what can one do? What can one do? So people who want to leave, they have left. But people like Kamal Nath, they don't have such kind of weak foundation of their ideological commitment that they'll go to BJP, join BJP, leaving Congress after such a long time. I've been saying this for the last 2-3 days. And, people are asking why is he not denying? See, media, if at any time, all the day, tries to fuel the rumors, then how can you deny all the rumors all the time on an hourly basis? There is no point in doing that. When these rumors have no basis, why should one give credence to these rumors by denying them? Let the rumors be there.
All right. My final question to Ratan Sharda. Ratan Sharda, today we're looking at a campaign in Amethi. Rahul Gandhi's Nyaya Yatra is passing through Amethi. Smriti Irani is camping there for the next four days. This will be a crucial battle. What do you think will be the scene here, the mood here on the ground in Amethi? This is a very important prestige battle for both the leaders.
Parikshit, look at Rahul Gandhi's strategy. He ran away from Bareilly, from his constituency Amethi, and went to Wayanad. He never visited Amethi at all. Now suddenly, before election, he goes to Bareilly. And what is campaign pitch? Modi ji OBC nahi hai. Modi ji ko BJP ne OBC banaya. Ye sara, is this kind of campaign you're talking about? And knowing that actually this particular law was passed before Modi is anybody in Gujarat, not even an important leader, he still spreads fake news. And not only that, the kind of language he uses for him, kind of campaign he makes, does he have to say anything positive about Amethi? Does he have to any policy for Amethi, any vision for Amethi? No. When you're passing such remarks and you're not passing any visionary statements, what do the leaders of the likes of Milind Deora or Ashok Chavan and any other person who is leaving Congress should look at? But nobody leaves Congress after 10 years of not being in power because they want power. They feel that they have no place in the party. When you say jo jata hai jane do, that shows that you know your total contempt for your leaders who were with you for all these years. The leaders who have left him are those leaders who were with him in thick and thin, stood by him. Any kind of useless statements he made, all of them supported him. I've seen that happening on TV also, on various platforms also. But instead of going back and trying to understand why the hordes of people are leaving, some of the best brains are leaving, most articulate, the best of the minds, you will say, jo jata hai jane do. And then you make such inane kind of statements in Bareilly, the Amethi, rather than talking about policy, his vision for Amethi, apologizing for he did not do for 20 years in Amethi, which Smriti Irani did. That is not going to take him anywhere. That is the reason why leaders are today sitting quiet or leaving. Unless he goes back on the drawing board and comes with some kind of policy rather than just abusing Modi ji, he has no future at all, neither has Congress.
All right, we've run out of time, but Ratan, Sharda, Pankaj Sharma, thank you very much for joining us on the program. We're taking a short break here on CNBC TV 18, but when we return, we'll get you a lot more news. The Supreme Court criticized the way Chandigarh mayoral elections were conducted, going as far as to call it business of horse trading. Further, the apex court has called for the poll ballots and video evidence to be placed before it by tomorrow. A quick backgrounder, the Congress and AAP had moved the Punjab and Haryana High Court alleging vote tampering during the mayoral elections. They moved Supreme Court after the High Court denied to grant them relief. Ashwin Kumar is here with more.
Well, strong observations coming in from the top court, especially in light of news reports that there are 3 Aam Aadmi Party councillors who have reported to have jumped ship to the BJP. Now, it is in this light the CJI observed that he has been following the news proceedings and that this appeared to him to be in the nature of the business of horse trading. Strong observations. The Supreme Court, in fact, went a step further, reflecting on the actions of the returning officer, saying that any interference with electoral democracy is the gravest of offences. He asked, the returning officer was present in court. He was grilled by the CJI. The CJI asked why he tampered with the ballots in any shape or form, why he was looking at the camera, what gave him the authority to tamper with the ballots in any shape or form. The answers were not convincing to the CJI, and the CJI observed at one point that he needs to be prosecuted. But that, of course, is one side of the story. The other side is, what about the way forward? Well, if the reports are indeed true that there are 3 councillors from Aam Aadmi Party who have jumped ship to the BJP, then the electoral math is in the favour of the BJP in the ratio of 19:17. However, if and this is where the Supreme Court's observation is important. The Supreme Court observed that it is not in favour of allowing new elections, but it is in favour of relying on the earlier ballots which were considered by the returning officer. If that were to happen, then the electoral math would be skewed in favour of the Aam Aadmi Party in the ratio of 16:20. So what is the way forward? The Supreme Court will resume hearing in this case tomorrow. It will consider all the ballots as evidence and then perhaps give clarity on the way forward.
And moving on to International news. United Kingdom Prime Minister Rishi Sunak finds himself in a spot of bother ahead of the parliamentary polls. The loss suffered by the Conservative Party in the recently held by-elections have only made things tough for him. Sanjay Suri gets us the latest from London.
The rumblings against Rishi Sunak have begun. They're a bit low-key at the moment, but these things always do start low-key. Two members of parliament from the Conservative Party have come out openly demanding replacement of Rishi Sunak, and their argument is that the Conservative Party is not going anywhere with him as leader and that it will lose the general election due later this year. That demand has been underlined after the two by-election losses just a few days back, where the Conservatives lost both the seats that they'd held with a very strong majority. Those losses come following several other losses in by-elections. The Tories have lost just about every by-election, and very heavily in areas where they were strong, and they've lost to Labour or to other candidates in all cases except one where a freak local issue enabled them to scrape through. This demand now for replacement of Rishi Sunak is growing louder, even though not publicly yet within the Conservative Party. The pattern is clear. If these results were replicated in the general election, surely the Conservatives will lose, and this is what they want to try and naturally avoid. What is particularly worrying to a lot of Conservative members of Parliament is not just that they're losing to Labour, but they're losing ideologically to their own. The Reform Party, led by the maverick right-wing politician Nigel Farage, won 10% of the vote in the recent by-election, and he is representing, and his party is representing, the kind of constituency that is supposed to be the backbone of the Conservative Party, the true blue right-wing voters, and they are deserting the Conservative Party, and there is a call now for something to be done urgently. There is another by-election coming up on February the 29th, and then local elections coming up at the start of May. And if the Conservatives were to keep up this pattern of losses in those as well, surely these rumblings will get very much louder.
With that, it's a wrap on this edition of News Centre. More news and updates continue right here.